Happy New Year! What is going on? So I'm back with another video. It's gonna be really short. Today's like really slow. I guess because it's New Year. So I've been up since 9 o'clock last night. I made a couple of candles and I did 2 orders today. I did 2 orders yesterday. But I'm just get straight to the point. I've gotten my biggest single tip ever. My biggest tip, I want to say, was like $100, maybe a little bit over. But this so far was my biggest tip. I got paid $138 just tip alone. The order itself paid me $52, which I think it should have been more because it was a $600 order, but whatever. But I got paid $52 off of that. They tipped me $138, which totaled up to $190.66, which is so crazy because I was just praying. I was like, man, if I can just hit like 200 in one day today, even though it's slow, I'll be okay. And I'm like, I'm more than halfway there, really. Yeah, more than halfway there. So I don't even have to work the rest of the whole day. Just work a few more hours and I'll be good. It just depends on how the orders go and stuff. But yeah, only because the reason why I got tipped so much on that order is because half of their order was meat and they needed snow crabs or whatever, and the store that was selected for them. Now I found out the customers don't select the store, the app selects the store, so the customers really don't have no fault with that unless they call in the HR and say, hey, I want a different store. But she needed about like 25 pounds of snow crab. That was the $300 right there. The other $300 was the shrimp and other miscellaneous stuff. So they was getting ready to party. And I told my mom, because I was going through the stuff looking at what they needed. I was on the phone with my mom. I said, this is a black person. And I said the person's name. I said, look how this person's name is spelled. I said, nobody. I said, this is a black person. Well, you never know. It was a black person, but it was just funny to me. But it's whatever. I don't really care. But they needed snow crabs. And the store that I was at didn't have it. So I called the closest store that was like 2 miles away. They didn't have it. So I had to call another store, which is about 15 minutes away, which isn't that far, and they had it. So I went to that store, I got the order, then I dropped it back off our house. Of course, that made me late. And one thing I do like now, I think I'm getting the order. No. One thing I do like now is, if you notice, because they have done some changes towards the app, if you click on the order number itself, it'll allow you to send an email to shopper support. You still have to put in shopper support email, but the email application will pop up. So it makes it a lot easier for you, just a little bit, so you don't have to switch back and forth the screen or write down a number for the order. So I'll claim it, but then I'll release it later. So that one's I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I didn't have another order after it, so it really didn't matter to me. But sometimes going out of your way, even if it seems like it's a hassle or just like you don't want to do it, sometimes going out of the way can pay off. And then it looks good on you too as well. But me being me, I didn't really mind, because I already know I was gonna get the late forgiveness, because that was a really big order. And she was going to have to go to another store anyway. She was going to have to do another separate order anyways and pay someone else to do that. So I'm just like, well, why don't I just go to that store? Yeah, I'm be late, but why don't I just go to the store and get that money? So that's what made sense to me. But so far, yeah, so far the 4 orders that I'm doing, I'm averaging $65 an hour. My first one was $29. They haven't tipped me anything. They might. The second one was $10. They gave me $15, and my last one was $14. They haven't tipped me anything yet. They might. I don't know. They might. But so far, the new year is going off to a good start. I'm making some more candles. I'm going to come up with some more scents. Still trying to figure out how to market everything correctly. I'm getting views, but now I just need people to buy it. But I've only had the shop open for about 3 weeks now, I think. So I know it takes time, but I'll get there. So yeah, getting big tips is not hard to do. You just might have to do a little bit extra, but it's okay. And then I think it was yesterday or the day before, I had a customer, she was a first time ship shopper, because when you select the order, it'll tell you if they're a first time ship shopper. And she kind of got on my nerves a little bit. I felt kind of bad afterwards, but then it was like, what's the point of feeling bad, because it's already done. I mean, I'm not being an asshole, but it is what it is. So I did her order. I did it a little bit early because that was the last one I had, and I didn't feel like staying out that late. So I just did it a little bit early, and halfway through the shop, I let her know that I was shopping for her stuff, even though I had pretty much everything in the cart. She told me she wasn't home, to let her know when she gets to let her know when I was on the way. I said, fine, I'll do that. So I waited. Once she sent me the first message that she wasn't at home, I waited 30 minutes before I left. So once I left, I sent her a message that I was on the way. She didn't say anything to me. So I got towards her apartment complex, and of course, you know, there's a gate code, and there's also a security guard there. Well, the security guard wasn't there at the time. So I'm texting her, and I'm like, hey, is there a gate code? And she's like, no, there isn't. You just have to either wait for the security guard or wait for a car to come along. And I'm like, what kind of shit is that? And it kind of irritated me because there was already a car in front waiting. So then another car comes behind me. So now this is a 3-car pileup. So I'm texting her, I'm like, so you would just like for me to sit here and wait? Like, I text her those exact words. And she's like, yeah, well, you know, I scheduled my delivery time from 10 to 11. And I was like, I understand that. So I apologize if being here 15 minutes early is an inconvenience for you, because I was there like 9:42. My thing is, and I think anybody would think this, if you have something that's being delivered to your house from 10 to 11, you would want to be there at 10 o'clock or before 10 o'clock to get the order. Now, if you want to be there at 10:30 or 10:45, then that's something you should let us know. Like, I'm not finna sit here and just wait for your ass to get home. So that kind of just like pissed me off. So the guard finally came in. He let everybody in. I found her door. I dropped everything off for her. But as I was looking for her unit number, I called HR, because there's another thing I found out. Customers have a way to not request you. So basically, if they give you a low rating, if they give you 2 stars and under, you're never getting them again. Like, it's just not happening. It is what it is. So, but you have a way of calling HR, be like, hey, sorry about that, I got a call. But you have a way to request for them not to have you pick up another order. So you can call them, let them know, like, hey, can you put this person on a block list? So the order might show up, but you might not be able to get it. Or if you're on a schedule, it won't send you the order. Because she kind of like pissed me off, and I'm just like, you knew that I was coming. If you wanted me to be there at a specific time, like an exact time, like 10:15, 10:30, then you need to mark that. Even though excuse me, you scheduled it for 10 to 11, if I come a little bit early, that shouldn't kill you. I mean, that's proper protocol, because really and truly, they want the order to be delivered no later than 10:15. So, because it increases your chances of getting a better tip. Anything after that, it might not. I mean, but it could go either way. But if you already scheduled something from 10 to 11, that person being there 15 minutes early, that should be a good thing. But that's just my way of thinking. That is not everybody's way of thinking. So it is what it is. So we exchanged a couple of text messages. I kept it professional as always. I dropped her stuff off, and then as I was going home, I was about to just send an email to HR just blasting this person, but the good Lord probably just sent her a little message saying to send me one to calm me down, because she sent the message saying, hey, thank you about everything. Sorry about the mix up at the gate. You know, you have a good night. I'll rate you on the app and I'll tip you. That's fine. I don't know. Did she tip me? I need to check, because she, you know, it is what it is. But they give you a certain amount of time to tip people. So she sent me the message. I deleted the email. I didn't send it, but I had already requested not to have her again. But I mean, there's no point in feeling bad, because it is what it is. But if that's something you're going to do regular, I hate delivering to apartment complexes where they don't want to give you the gate code to get in, but you got to get in, and then there's no security guard there. And I'm just like, how you going to get your shit? If you don't want me to have all your information like that, whatever, that's fine. Then you need to come meet me. I'm just not gonna sit here and just wait at this gate because I could have something else to do. But you know, it is what it is. That's over with and done with. I'm just glad I got this nice little tip so we can just keep the ball rolling. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right, so I made it home. I'm tired as hell. I'm finna eat me some breakfast. Yes, I do eat breakfast at night. Finna eat me some biscuits, some honey butter biscuits, some bacon and eggs. I don't have no orange juice. Don't know grocery shop for Thursday, so I ain't getting nothing right now. But I'm tired as hell. But I have to make a correction. I lied. My biggest tip was not, I repeat, was not $138. I almost fell. I just did my last order, right? The total was $955.27. It paid me out $76.65. And I think I stated in one of my earlier videos, with ship, when you go over, I believe, $300 or maybe like $350 or like $400, your tip out percentage is lower. They don't pay you 10% off of that total. They pay you less, because if you did an order for $955, like almost $1,000, you should get paid close to $100. You don't. I only got paid $76.65. But get this. She just tipped me $300. So now, with only 6 orders total, because I started Monday, I am now averaging $110 an hour. I'm probably ain't gonna ever do this again, but that's good. And that's because this is my 3rd time having her, because I know her address now. Like when I see the order, sorry, I have upstairs neighbor if you heard that. When I see the order, I know it's her. So I don't even ask questions anymore what needs to be substituted. Because for one, it's hard to get in contact with her. But once you do her order, you pretty much got it down. But yeah, so as of right now, my highest tip is $300. And I got the bright idea because I had a candle in my car, which I was going to send to another YouTuber that I watch. But I gave it to her. I made a different candle, but it's still a good one. I'm going to send that one because it's a new fragrance that I made. So I gave her that candle. I gave it to her son. I said, hey, give this to your mom. This is for Christmas. He's like, yeah, okay. So it worked. Even if she doesn't buy anything from the shop, hopefully she just spreads the word, because right now I'm just really trying to find creative ways to spread the word for my shop. I just don't want to bombard people with just dumbass messages. Like, I want it to, be creative and actually mean something. So right now I get small amount of views each week, but I'm trying, even if they're small amount of views, I'm trying to turn them into sales. So yeah, oh Lord, thank you Jesus, because I had a goal this week, and I don't really never meet that goal. Like, I get close to it, but I don't never really meet it. But I can meet it today. So this was a very, very, very good new year for me. The year is starting off right for me. I don't know how tomorrow will look. I don't care. Tomorrow ain't here yet. I'm gonna leave it be. But as of right now, sister girl doing good. So I'm excited. I just can't stop looking at this. Like, seriously, I can't stop looking at this. Like, I really can't. Like, earlier today I got tipped $138, and today I got tipped $300. What the hell does that woman do for a goddamn living? I want to do it. That's all. Like, I just want to be put in the facility. Like, you ain't gotta give it to me. Just put me in the air so I can work towards it. Like, goddamn. So yeah, I got tipped over $400 today. So wait, that was $138 plus the $300, and I got the $15. So yeah, I'm finna do this real quick. So that was $453 that I got tipped today. Yeah, it ain't even done yet. And I gave her a little thank you note too, and I wrote, something real nice, and I hope she can understand my writing, because I still write in like cursive, some not 100% cursive, but the cursive that still looks a little bit like print. I forgot the word that you call it. But yeah, so this week is looking pretty good. Now I have to get into the habit of doing taxes quarterly. That's gonna be so much fun. And I'm still paying for everything for my candles. And I'm actually going to be at a craft show in May. So I have to get the money in for that. And I need to look for other craft shows, because my goal is to do one craft show a month, which might be high, but I still want to set that goal, because if I set it too low, then you have nowhere else to go. But yeah, I'm just like so excited. I really am. I'm like so excited. You don't understand. You don't understand. So I'm gonna go my ass to sleep. Try to wake up in the morning again, because I notice if you do it full time, or if you're just doing it during your break, I notice if you get up early in the morning, because around 6 o'clock, that's when orders start getting dished out. Most of the time, some of them are shop and deliver orders. At least one of them is going to be a really big order if you're in that zone. If you're not in that zone, then you just missed it. But that's when all the delivery only come out. So if you like just doing delivery only for the flat rate fee, and then sometimes they offer a promo, because they're trying to make sure whenever they offer the promo, like let's say it's scheduled for 8 to 9 and they're offering the promo at 6 o'clock, they're trying to make sure somebody picks it up so it won't be dead last. But sometimes they still get a dead last. So sometimes they do offer the promo. They start off like $2 and they go up whatever. It is what it is. If I can catch some of them, I do, but I only catch them when they're like $10, $15, $20, and I'm in that zone. If I'm too far away, then I won't do it. But yeah, so far I only have 6 orders right now, and I'm doing extremely well. Oh, and this is my, well, not second week in a row, but this is my second time hitting a 5 rating. So basically, how they rate you is 5 is the highest number. So typically I stay above a 4.7. I normally have like a 4.8 or a 4.9. So, but last week I did a 5, the highest number you can get, and I got 100% delivery time. I haven't had 100% delivery time since I started. So that's like really good. Now my on-time rate is pretty low. No, not my on-time rate. My on-time rate is 100%. That's the one that's 100% delivery rate, the on-time rate. Not gonna be 100% this week, because the last order I did, I was late. But I'm always late with her. It's just because her orders are like $1,000, and it's gonna take you a little bit more than an hour to shop for it. But my acceptance rate is low, so I'm getting good at that. I stopped putting myself on the schedule for every hour. I only did that because it's slow. Well, it's not really slow, but they're issuing out orders that way. For people who are on the schedule, you're getting more orders. And if you don't want to be on the schedule, you don't have to be on the schedule, because if you have another job and you're just picking up extra money, whatever floats your boat. But if this is what you do, then yes, your numbers, your stats, in other words, do need to be relatively high so you can get good orders. So I would keep myself on the schedule, but I would just keep myself on the schedule, and I wasn't accepting anything that hour. So what I started to do was, if I saw that I was on schedule for 11 to 12 and it was 10 o'clock and I hadn't took anything for that 11 to 12, I would just take myself off. Now sometimes the app would circulate back around and still offer me something, even though I took myself off the schedule, but that won't count against you because you took yourself off the schedule. So I just started switching it up. So if I get so many orders within a delivery hour and I don't take any orders for that delivery hour, like after the third one, I just take myself off. I don't want to like keep dropping my numbers, so I'm working on that, because I'm trying to get it really high so I can get, more orders. But yeah, that helped me out so much. I hope you guys had a good Christmas. I hope you had a good New Year, and see you next time. Bye.